Right. Okay. Sorry, I was making sure that everything was working well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So back for another stream. Um, in which I'm going to watch videos again for one simple reason: it's too hot. My PC would not handle me playing a game while streaming. It's like 39 degrees outside, um, and which means that inside is probably 42, 43 degrees. I'm gonna die. That's gonna be fun. Hmm, wait, just realized something. Content, video producer. Um, Publish the last one and export it to YouTube. VOD. When was it? The 05 or 7/22/6. So it was scary videos plus modded scary. Okay. Okay. Fine. Nice. Um. Yeah. Sorry. I just realized I had not uploaded the previous VOD. I remember that because the VOD from before that apparently contained four copyrighted songs, or I don't know if it was songs or videos. I didn't get a strike. I didn't get any restriction, but any possible monetization was managed given to the owners of the copyrights, which is fine because I don't monetize my content on YouTube. Um, so yeah, I didn't get like any actual issue. I just had like message telling me, yeah, like there is some copyrighted material in your stuff, so you won't be able to monetize it if you even if you wanted to. Um, wanted to say something. Right. Um, I've continued playing the modded Skyrim on my own, like the mod pack. Uh, the mod pack that I've been using, which is called Constellation, so it works fine when I'm playing on my own. It was probably like the stream was probably taking too much out of the game when it comes to performances, and so like it wouldn't work at all. So yeah, I've been continuing playing it on my own. I've actually like, progressed quite a lot. Admittedly, mostly because I'm using console commands. So mm, that's the way I play these games, especially like a game like Skyrim that I've played for uh, uh like over 100 hours. I don't want to spend hundreds of hours exploring every content brought by a mod and like being annoyed by because I keep dying or something. So I'm using console commands to make life easier for me. Um, so it definitely has improved a lot of things. Like a lot of things are really, really better. There are a few things which annoy me, like the spell thing, the fact that you need to do actual study sessions to learn spells and stuff. But other stuff, like all of the main areas of the game are much more beautiful. Even DLC stuff. Um, they've improved a lot on some of the, I mean, a lot of the NPCs, including follower companions, and apparently there was like something special for Serana. She, uh, like, she has a lot more options as a follower, like a lot more ways to configure her behavior. She's also very straightforward, and as you progress through the through her DLC quest. I mean, through the Dawnguard DLC, she starts really like showing sentiments towards you, and basically you're get thrown into a romance, at least if you want to. But yeah, places like no, not Windhelm. Wait, isn't Windhelm? No, not Windhelm. Winterhold. Winterhold. Like it's much bigger. There are a lot more buildings. There are a lot more NPCs. Like a ton of things are just like it's not the same game at all anymore. But yeah, I can't string the mod pack mostly because it asks a lot of out of my PC if I stream it because like it's over 2K mods at once. So obviously it takes a lot of performances. And also another reason is that the mod pack contains some content that it's not. I wouldn't consider it NSFW, but it contains some like it talks about uh, things that could be triggering to some people, like some things that can like really some people could relate to traumas or stuff, and I'd rather not have that shown on stream, just in case it might make someone uncomfortable. So I won't stream the. Oh shit! Sorry, muted myself by accident. I won't stream the modded Skyrim, at least with these mods here. If I decide to stream Skyrim again, it will be modded, but it would be like the lighter version that I was playing with before on my own, which is Sky UI, potentially the auto loot, but I would configure it so that it's less like because the way I've configured it is basically it takes everything and sells like most stuff that I don't need, and it's a bit broken. I would configure it so that it's less invasive, like it doesn't steal stuff, for example. Um, and it would also include the Degoth War mod, I mean companion mode, because like I need that dude with me. But for that to happen, I would need a good incentive. So it would probably be if I ever do a subathon, I would put it as a like a milestone. That's if I ever do a subathon. I don't even know like if I'd ever be able to hold to do one. So yeah, anyway, so as I was saying, it's very hot here. New heat wave coming into the place. Um, it should last for a few days, possibly the entire week. I just realized I had planned to go to the pharmacy before the stream, and I forgot. Yeah, I can go tomorrow. I still have like some medication. Um, yeah, let me check the weather forecast. Actually, so they've announced 39 degrees max. Okay, it's 38 currently. Um, oh, apparently it shouldn't reach 39. Wow, such a massive change. 36 tomorrow, 36 on Thursday, 38 on Friday, 38 on Saturday, 37 on Sunday, 37 on Monday, then 34, 35, 33. So a new heat wave should last for more than a week. Uh, we are we are on a severe high temperature alert, which is one of the highest alert we can have for it. And it basically means don't go outside during the day unless you really need to. Hydrate a lot and good luck, essentially. Um, oh, I went to the store yesterday and I found some. That's the first time I've ever seen it. Uh, so either they started selling it recently or it's some brand new stuff. It's mango Pepsi. Uh, it's not bad. Mm, like it's quite good, but for some reason the taste reminds me of drinking some alcohol. Like it's a variant of the sugar-free Pepsi, by the way. Like nearly Pepsi I drink is sugar-free. I don't drink the one with sugar. If I drink some soda with sugar, it's either Coke or uh, Dr. Pepper, which I have some. I just also, but this time my caffeine will come sugar-free because why not? Um, and I also took a swing by the aisle reserved for products from all around the world, like they sell from different countries, and there was like one small shelf that had a mix of products from the US, Canada, and the UK. Like they decided to put all of them on the same shelf and like not in any specific order, so you could have like things all over the place. It's really weird. I got myself some jammy Dodgers because I've heard about these and I heard they're quite good and that's that's pretty my type of biscuit. So you know what? Anyway, so yeah, I've decided to continue watching scary videos today because why the fuck not? You might as well. Like we're almost halfway through these compilations. Wait, no, actually no. We are we're a quarter of the way through. I can't count. I cannot count. No, wait, no. We are a third. A third. I cannot count. So yeah. Anyway, it looks like we're heading into longer compilations. Because these ones are so we have like 16 minutes, 16 minutes, 20 minutes, 17, 21 minutes. So we're heading into the longer format of Bizarre Bub content. So when you start either adding more clips or longer clips or like talking more about, I mean, giving more context and stuff. So anyway, so we got version 48, so 16 minutes. Apparently has 5 clips. I mean, if the count is right, because last time there was a clip that didn't have the correct number. So, yep. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to add. So let's hop into it.
A child is playing alone at home when something downright creepy is caught on camera. The footage comes from an indoor home security camera, which recorded the following incident late at night. It wasn't until the day after that the person who posted the video had noticed something strange about the footage. Needless to say, they were left disturbed upon realizing what was captured on film. Jay
Okay, so
Van
yeah,
Gogh,
he
who
starts.
posted the video, writes, "On this particular night, my mother was taking care of my nephew. I only have..."
Yeah, okay, so yeah, he's definitely started to add context, like actual context to the clips, because before that it was mostly just showing a video and then like, what do you think of it? Now he's actually adding the context of it and what like and whatnot.
one nephew. He told my mom he had met a boy that was playing with him. This was our footage.
Oh, I saw that. Like, not talking just about the door. And what the fuck?
The security camera captures the uploader's nephew, who appears to be playing by himself. However, it isn't until seconds later that we see another child appear on camera. If the uploader's nephew was the only child present inside the home, then who was this? Even more unsettling is the fact that whoever this was seems to resemble the uploader's nephew in appearance.
Yeah, and
As we already know,
yep.
there shouldn't be another child in the
Because
footage.
at first I thought like,
It's videos like this
could
that
it
make
be
you
a pet?
question whether a child's
But no,
imaginary
like it's
friend
clearly
is
not.
actually imaginary. Of course, it's not certain if a ghost or an entity was caught on camera. Until more footage or information is released on this video, the question still remains.
I
Was
mean,
a
yeah, that is
ghost
like
caught on camera, or was something else caught instead?
that was creepy. That is creepy. Ooh,
On
I like this
August
music.
6 of
I hope it's not.
2021,
I
at
hope
around
it's not one of these music that was counted as copyrighted last time.
4:40 in the morning, RJs, who
I
took the
I, I,
following
I
video,
like
had
kind
been
of
driving
music.
down a highway when all of
I
a
have a fondness
sudden,
for it.
something terrifying appeared on camera. The highway in question is located in Alberta, Canada, and isn't thought to be haunted. But after watching this video, it might just be. The video starts off with RJ's talking to her sister, who's with her in the car, when out of nowhere, they spot a moving figure in the distance. As their car approaches the mysterious figure, they begin to record. This is what they saw.
Go faster! I'm gonna go in the middle. Oh my god.
I mean, that is creepy. Could simply be like someone weirdly walking around like near a road at night. But
The figure appears
yeah,
to be wearing a white dress. They assume it's a woman, but aren't sure if that's what they'd seen. They then turn around and drive back to get a better glimpse of this supposed lady.
Oh wait, did she? She's walking yet.
I mean, there is something weird about her.
According to RJ's, the mysterious lady had worn a dress straight out of the 50s era and had a hairdo of the same period. Given the description of this lady, along with the fact that she was walking alone late at night in the middle of nowhere, viewers can't help but think that something paranormal had been caught on camera. Some believe that she might have caught the ghost of someone who had passed away on this road. It's not clear as to who or what was caught on camera. It could be that someone had been stranded, but given the circumstances, there's something about this that doesn't seem normal. Who,
I mean,
or maybe even what, was caught on camera?
could it also be okay? Could it also potentially be? I don't know because we don't know obviously the age of that person, but I guess it's something that could hit at any age. Could it be someone suffering from dementia? Because like dementia can take several forms, and one of them would be to simply like be convinced that you're still living in a specific time period of your life, and so you start like wearing clothes from that time period again, and dementia also comes often with doing weird stuff that you don't necessarily explain, like walking around places you're not supposed to. So could it potentially be someone simply like suffering from dementia, and like going for a walk because they're convinced that it's something they have to do at that moment? I don't know. I I wouldn't necessarily put it straight into the supernatural folder right away. Like it could have a very natural explanation that is quite sad, but like not supernatural. Um. Okay. Yep. I wanted to talk about something else. Because like a thought crossed my mind of instead of watching scary videos, like because of the like piano thing, it reminded me. I was thinking about the fact that I love piano music. Like it's one of my favorite things to listen to. Anything made on piano or like a piano cover of songs. I used to spend so much time listening to piano covers of every song I love. Um, and it reminded me like there are a lot of these in my liked videos YouTube playlist. Um, the thing is, uh, so I was thinking like potentially instead of watching scary videos, maybe like browsing through my liked videos to see stuff and whatnot. The issue is most of my liked videos playlist, like almost the entirety of it is music, and I'm pretty sure like some of it is copyrighted. Like a good part of it is copyrighted, so it probably wouldn't be safe for me to show these on stream. Because I would love to share like all of the music that I've discovered, and also to like rediscover some of them because it paints a story of how I've evolved over the years, like of how my mentality has evolved over the past decade. Because that's a playlist that spans a decade, maybe even more, probably more actually, like, more than a decade. So it would like show my mentality, how my mentality has evolved, what interest picked me at certain times. I could just skim through the playlist without actually showing the videos, but I feel like it wouldn't be as interesting because I love one thing that I love is to transmit things that I know. Like it's something that I love to do, transmit knowledge and stuff like that. And so if I were to just show the playlist without actually showing the videos, it feels like it wouldn't have that transmission kind of stuff that I'm looking for. Like it would just be like, okay, here are like videos that I've liked in the past, but you wouldn't hear the songs necessarily right away unless you check out the videos themselves. It wouldn't be the same. Anyway, continuing
A
with the story stuff
salesman
for
who
now.
is staying at a hotel captures footage of something pretty creepy. The following footage comes from a salesman who was traveling overseas for a business trip. Due to travel restrictions, the
Oh,
salesman had to self-quarantine for a total of 7 days. His self-quarantine took place at a hotel where he booked a room all for himself. But during the 7 days that he's there, something really creepy happens. On the second night of his quarantine, the salesman is talking to a friend via webcam when all of a sudden, this happens.
like, it's a hotel. They are always creepy.
誰もおらんかったわ。
本当マジでなんか部屋間違えたんじゃない
ほら。まあ、飯の時は目されるんだけどね。
Makes
隔
sense.
離はいつまで
まあ、あといつか。
The conversation between the two then segues on the topic of food served at the hotel.
Hmm.
But as they continue to talk, something startles the salesman.
Speaking of
Oh.
Japanese food, I literally had some yesterday. I mean Asian food. Hang on, where is the paper with the name? Yep, it was some chirashi, some salmon chirashi, which is basically just like a bowl of rice, like fermented rice, with a bunch of salmon uh, on it, and they also had some sesame seeds on top of the salmon. Like it's raw salmon. Um, like it just it's raw fish, just like in sushi, you know. And I had gotten some salty soja. Soy. The name is soy in English. I forget. Some salty soy sauce because you know there's a choice between salty and sweet. So I chose some salty one because it was free. Um, so yeah, I put some salty soy sauce on it. It was absolutely delicious. That's like I had that
えー、
yesterday.
アジア料理が多いな、やっぱ。
Another nut.
また聞こえたね。
また
今、録画してるまだ。
して
あ、ちょっと待ってよ。
る。何してんの
ちょっと見て。
I mean, it could
そ
be,
の
you
冒頭とかだ
know,
ったらやばいんじゃない
someone doing pranks.
まあ、証拠取る。
あ、証拠ちょっとフリーズしてるけど、証拠取れなくないあ、大丈夫。いないじゃん。
You know, it could be like ding dong ditch, that kind of deal. Especially in a place like this, like
誰もいない。
people can be weird in hotels.
見たこれ。
前の部屋のやつがなんかいたずらでやってんじゃない
Yeah, that's a good question.
It is at this moment that his friend thinks that a next door neighbor is playing tricks. Yet the salesman isn't sure if anyone is occupying the rooms near him. His friend then jokes that the room he is in might be haunted. He doesn't think much of this and decides to go to bed. However, late at night, he is woken up by someone knocking at his door. Though this time, he fails to capture anything on camera as the knocking stopped when he started recording. But he was now more determined than ever to catch whoever was playing with him. The next day, as he waits patiently for the knocks to occur, he captures this.
Like, to be fair, when I lived in my previous apartment, like the first apartment I had on my own, there was a period of time where I don't know why someone loved to just ring my doorbell because the doorbell was at the door of the building, like at the main door of the building, not near my actual apartment door, because you needed someone from inside to open the door for you, unless you had the key, of course. So for a period of time, someone loved to, at random moments of the night, to just ring my doorbell. I mean, not just the night, sometimes the day, but sometimes I would be woken up by someone ringing the doorbell. It got to a point where I actually got scared of the specific sound of that doorbell. Like, it was a simple. I don't even remember what ringing it was. Like, it was a very like basic ringing, not a fancy one, but it turned into me being scared of that specific sound. So I hear a doorbell with that sound, I don't like it. Yeah, that's some actual knocking. You can't chalk that one up to like mechanical sounds or whatever. Hmm.
Once again, there is no one at the door.
And he
He
was
checks
quick.
both ends
He
of the
was quick to
hallway,
check.
but not a single person is in sight. It is at this point that the
He was really quick to check, so I don't think someone would have had the time to just run away and hide.
salesman is questioning his sanity. But just when things couldn't get any more unsettling,
Okay, did you have to use
something
that
else
picture?
happens that has left him completely
Like,
spooked.
that picture is terrifying me.
The following night, he is woken up once again by knockings, but this time, something far more unexplainable happens.
The door opens on its own.
あれこれで
After checking again to find no one at the door, the salesman turns around and sees all doors near the entrance open. He was now convinced that the room he was in might actually be haunted.
Or the entire
Perhaps
hotel.
his friend was right after all. Something is inside this room. On the 6th night of his quarantine, he decides to use his PC camera to capture anything that may occur behind his back. The camera is left recording as he goes to bed. Later, he is woken up by someone or something knocking at his door. As he
At this
walks
point-
over to the entrance,
At this point, I would have already notified the hotel staff and told them, like, yeah, there's something weird about that room. I don't feel safe staying there. Even if it's like during the quarantine, they would probably accommodate him.
he
After, like, so I've said it before, I have not really been to hotels and stuff. Like, it's not my kind of thing. I haven't been in one for like decades because it was only when I was a kid, exceptionally, that we went to a hotel. Mm. But uh, I have read that it is often the case that in hotel places, especially if you're nice towards the staff, they will be very accommodating to you. Like, as long as you're being nice toward them, like polite and stuff, they can accommodate you for any kind of problem you might encounter. And I feel like that's the kind of thing, especially if you've got video evidence of that happening. Like, you show the hotel staff, and they'll probably like place you in another room, or I don't know, find some way to make it up.
realizes that the knocking isn't coming from outside, but rather from inside his room.
Oh, of course it's a bath. Of course it's a bathroom door. It's always a bathroom. Bathroom. Hmm. Sounds like it has some AC that activates automatically when you turn on a light. That is nice.
To his surprise, no one is there. He is
I
now
mean-
sure that whatever is happening is beyond explanation.
To his surprise, I get that it's surprising right after you heard a knock, but I feel like it wouldn't be surprising not to find anyone inside your hotel bathroom if you are renting the. I mean, if you're in the place alone.
Now, it's a good thing the salesman had set up a second camera, as the following incident would have gone unnoticed. During the time he's inside the bathroom, a bottle falls on its own.
Oh,
If you look closely, you can see the bottle move slowly towards the edge before falling over.
oh, yep.
Like with all occurrences, this one has left him baffled. Luckily, the salesman won't be staying there any longer, as the next day will be the last of his quarantine. To this day, he can't think of anything logical that could explain what happened in that room. Just like viewers, the salesman thinks that the room might have been haunted. But as always, we can't be sure if that's the case. We don't know if what was caught on camera is real or not. As
I
with
mean,
most
yeah, but that's like,
videos,
yeah,
this one remains a mystery.
that's like most videos. Like, I'm willing to believe that something weird indeed did happen, and I don't have a necessary explanation for it. So, like, it could be some kind of proof of something paranormal. I don't want to make the claim right away that it's a proof that ghosts are real and stuff. But I don't see any logical explanation towards most things that happen. Like, if it was, if the knock was simply coming from the main door, then it could have been like the ding dong ditch thing, even though in last few clips the guy was really quick at checking, so it would have been hard for someone to hide. But given that the sound was coming from inside the place, and like the whole bottle thing as well, I don't have a way to explain that. Like, it could be very clever acting and video editing and whatnot and directing. I don't know. I can't call either bullshit or, I mean, either fake or real on that. But I'd be willing to believe that indeed something weird did happen and it's genuine. Which makes me beg the question: how many people, like during the quarantines, how many people really found out rather that their house
If you caught
might be
something creepy
haunted?
on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next
Because,
compilation, you can send them over
like,
to scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
there are a lot of people for which home is just a place to sleep, and the rest of the time they're not home because they're at work or going to work or like doing some other stuff outside of their homes. So I wonder, like, the good thing for me is like I spend all of my days at my place. I'm pretty sure it's not haunted. At least I don't think so. I've been hearing more and more, like, I've been hearing weirder and weirder noises lately, including earlier today. I heard some weird noise coming from my kitchen, which is in the next room. And I don't know if it was my fridge that might be fighting the heat, the heat, or if it was something else. Also, update on. I think I talked about it. There's a spider that decided to make its home inside my bathroom. I think I talked about it last stream. Woke up yesterday morning, went to the bathroom, tried to look for it. It wasn't there. I wanted to greet it. I simply wanted to greet it. Couldn't find it. I don't know if it's gone or not. It actually made me kind of sad because, like, I don't know why. I just felt like greeting the spider that was in my bathroom, and suddenly it wasn't here. And I'm wondering what happened. Maybe it stopped finding anything to eat because I don't really have an issue with mosquitoes or anything else that could bother me here. I live in a city that is apparently like the air pollution might have done something to the insect
That
population
being said,
because there's almost none in the area. I wanted to say something else. I completely forgot. Oh, right, right. Speaking of weird things, one weird thing that I have noticed is so my left arm has been like getting weirder and weirder in the past few days. Like my right arm never has any issue. Like, it is perfectly normal. It works correctly and stuff. My left arm, I don't know what's the deal with it, but not only does it have like a plethora of what is it called in English? Um, fuck, hang on. I'm gonna need to look up the translation for that one because I don't have it. Uh, what's it called? Wait, is it moles? Yes, moles. So my left arm has a like massive amount of moles. I'm doing fine. I mean, it's really hot here, so you know. Uh, yeah, my left arm has a weirdly high amount of moles. I'm talking like at least 20. And lately, it's been getting as well like it's like I'm getting bitten by stuff, but I don't know what. Like it keeps itching all over. Like I even have a place where it started to bleed. I've had like um, how's it called? Yes, I did read your chat. Um, I'm trying to find the word again. I can't find my words today. Uh, but basically, like when you hit something and you got a spot because the blood keeps accumulating under your skin. Like I had that on my arm for some reason. It keeps getting like these kind of things. I don't know what the deal is with my left arm, but it's getting weirder. Maybe I should get it checked.
Let's get back to the video. The following photo was submitted by Dewey Tiger, who writes, "This photograph was taken at a haunted landmark in Indonesia known as Lawang Sewu. The person you see in this picture is underneath the landmark. He is inside a
Indonesia
shack,
is creepy.
and behind him is an
I mean,
empty room.
when it comes to ghosts and stuff, Indonesia has a lot of creepy stuff, from what I've seen.
He was absolutely sure that no one was inside the room. Yet still, the picture shows that someone was inside it. This is the photo that was taken.
Oh, I see that. Could be a trick of the light, but I'm not sure.
You can see what appears to be a person standing behind this man. If no one was inside the room, then who was this?
I mean, like,
Now, because the
I
location
do just chatting occasionally. I mean, I've been doing that a lot lately, mostly because we keep getting heat waves, and my PC would not handle me playing a game on stream without burning. So until the weather comes back down, if I stream, I rather just do just chatting, and usually I've been watching just scary comps
of the photo is
mostly
said to be
because
haunted,
I've been in a
Dewey Tiger believes
mood
that a
to watch scary
ghost
stuff.
or an entity was caught on camera. But like with most images, this could simply be a case of pareidolia. Perhaps
I don't know
this
why
might have been a
I'm in a
pipe
mood
or
to
some other
get
object that resembles a face. But doubtless, whatever this is, it sure does look creepy.
which reminds me, I've seen.
The following
I
video
need to
was
check the
submitted by
name of the
Little
game.
Fatima, who
One that
writes that
seems
a family in
interesting.
Indonesia had caught something unexplainable on camera.
Okay, if you're one of these, like, come on. Like one of these people who ask for Discord, how do you people not learn that it doesn't work? People won't simply like streamers won't simply accept random Discord requests. I keep getting these weird
It goes
requests. Like,
without saying,
I'm gonna stop
but what this
entertaining
family
them.
had caught on tape is pretty disturbing. The video shows what appears to be a family gathering taking place inside someone's house, when all of a sudden, something very unusual is seen in the background. Take a look.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be in the blue circle, because why is it there? Oh shit! So it in the window. Yep. Like right here. What the fuck is that? That's not a reflection either. Like it's actually someone or something standing behind the window. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a reflection.
There appears to be someone or something hiding away from the family gathering, but the appearance of whoever or whatever this is very uncanny. Now, it could be that
I no longer have a Discord server. I got hacked and had to delete the Discord server, and I didn't remake it for now because I don't feel like it.
someone's reflection is being shown in the footage, but upon closer examination, the figure doesn't appear to be anyone's reflection. If that's not creepy, then I don't know what is. As always, you're more than welcome to share your thoughts on this footage. What exactly had been caught on camera?
Oh, that was his 1 million special. How many is he at now? 2.59 million. That was 4 years ago. I guess it's fairly, like, it's a great amount for YouTube. But it feels like it has already changed. Like when it comes to the number of subscribers on YouTube, I remember like a decade ago reaching 1 million subs was one of the greatest achievements someone could achieve, and now you have channels with dozens, like dozens of millions of subs and whatnot. They're pooping me. Come on. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't accept random friend requests on Discord. Like, I don't do that. I don't even accept friend requests from my actual friends. So sorry, but no. Anyway, version 49. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my thoughts. Version 49.
You might recall from a previous video about a man who had bought a house that is said
Oh,
to
is
be
that
haunted.
Oh, yeah.
The man in question is known as Meguro, and
Remember
ever
that
since
one?
buying the house,
We saw it
he's
last
been
time.
experiencing strange activity.
And this time he's showing his
From
face.
strange
Like last time, his face was blurred. I'm pretty sure.
noises coming from a closet to whatever this was that was caught in the bathroom.
Right, and we also saw the
The
bathroom
new
door
owner of this house is
open
absolutely sure
by
that
itself.
something is haunting this place. Now, as of recent, new footage has been posted by the owner, and just like the rest, this new evidence is pretty unsettling. On
Yeah, we
December
did see that
23rd
one
of
last time.
2021, at around 2:30 in the morning, Meguro is getting ready to sleep, when all of a sudden, he notices something in the dark. This is what he caught.
I wouldn't like to spot something in the dark, especially since I've become so used to it. Wait, what? Was it? Hang on. Yep. it was closed right before he opened, well, right before he turned on off the lights, and suddenly it's open. Like, of course, it could be some editing, but let me check the timestamps. Like, I'm not sure the timestamps can be altered necessarily. So, I mean, I'm not a professional when it comes to cameras and stuff, but I feel like the ones that have timestamps and stuff, you not really alter them. But it definitely opened like during the moment where he turned off the lights.
Now, in case you missed it, something else had happened prior to Meguro walking over to the closet. As he enters the room and shuts the lights off,
Yep.
the closet door opens on its own. It wasn't until noticing the open door that a strange knocking sound came from the closet. And just like before, the source of the sound is nowhere to be seen. It's moments like this that would cause anyone to leave the premises immediately, but not Meguro, as he is set on capturing whatever it might be that's haunting the place.
Come on, dude. Learn, like,
Now, on the 24th of the following month, something else happened
learn to
that has left
survive.
him even more disturbed than before. The following incident took place in the bathroom, where, as shown earlier, a faint image of an apparition had manifested. It isn't certain as to what exactly was caught on camera, but viewers seem to agree with Meguro that something paranormal had appeared. Fast forward to January 24th of 2022, and even more strange activity occurs. This is what was caught.
Oh,
As with most videos, nothing is certain, but given what occurred in the footage, viewers believe that a poltergeist was responsible for this. Although creepy, it isn't as odd as what happens a few minutes later into the footage.
yeah, because for that, like, it seems like it's one of these magnetically locked cabinets. Potentially. If it's the case, like, it can happen sometimes that these magnets will just weaken and sometimes even stop to work. Like, my grandma had a thing like this that was supposed to be magnetically locked and it stopped working. Like, the magnet didn't work at all. So it stopped closing, staying closed and stuff. I think my mom also has that had that same issue with something. Don't remember. Okay, but yeah, that is not normal. Come on, you're getting water everywhere.
Somehow, the shower head turns on by itself. According to Meguro, turning on the shower can only be done by turning the handle to the left. This means that whatever had been inside must have shifted the handle. Yet, it remains in the same position throughout the entire video.
Well, I guess it's a
It could be that the valve inside the shower is defective.
I guess it's a Japanese bathroom where sometimes people just sit down in front of the mirror to wash off.
Therefore causing water to come out.
Like,
But
it's
this
not the
doesn't
same.
explain how the
It's not the same. Yeah, I think this is like a thing for the water to drain. I mean, it's a drain for the water because, like, in Europe, I mean, at least in France, I don't know for the rest of Europe, but I feel like it's already like European style of showers where it's already like closed space. Sometimes it's a bit more open. Like, my grandma has a really open space, but it's because the place she lives in is made specifically for old people. So to prevent any kind of risk for her to fall or whatever, or like become like stuck somewhere, her entire like bathroom is designed around the drain at the center of the room. Even if the shower head is next to a wall, and like there are some curtains with some curtains, but basically like the entire room is made so that water can drain from anywhere in the room. But I've mostly known like showers where the shower is slightly more elevated than the rest of the room, and like it's on an enclosed space and whatever. I mean, in my current place, all I have is a bathtub, which is nice, of course. Like, I love taking baths. But for showers, like I need to get in the bathtub itself because I don't have any other way for water to drain. Like if I get some water on the ground, I need to wipe it off, or I guess I can let it dry, but it won't drain.
Bathroom cabinet opened on its own, or the strange banging noise heard throughout the footage. Although no explanation is given on these odd occurrences, it's up to us to come up with our own. Until the owner of the house provides more evidence, these incidents remain a mystery.
Like the shower head
Is
is
all
definitely
this
weird.
supposed evidence real or
The
not?
cabinet, as I said, like it could be the
For more information on the
magnetic
story,
thing
you can check out the channel Fourth Wall, where
weakening.
other creepy videos can be found. The following footage was taken at an underground tunnel where many people have reported seeing things that they couldn't explain.
Oh
From
boy.
things moving on their own to shadow-like figures appearing out of nowhere. Employees of the tunnel have no doubt in their mind that the cruise station, which is located in the UK, is haunted.
Yeah, it's a London underground, like
Now, it wasn't
you can
until
see.
recently that someone had caught footage of these strange occurrences. Ben Taylor, who's a tunnel engineer, is on duty when his
Like you can see from the style of the tunnels and like some of the signs that it's the London underground.
work is interrupted by something. This is what he caught.
Because that's the one thing I know about the London underground is that it's very narrow. Oh, what the fuck?
We're not left there.
Oh,
Do you know what it is?
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, Dave.
I mean, okay. If it's a consistent sound that repeats at a set interval, it could potentially be like a gas leak or something like this. It does some weird noises. So it could be important to check to make sure that it's not some gas, escaping from somewhere. Like, it is a creepy sound, but sometimes it has a very normal explanation. It can also be like a gas pressure build up in some sewers because of like stuff decomposing. Oh, fuck. Nope, it started again.
It fucking stopped. Do you not hear it? Stop.
Stop, yeah. Come on, well, get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks anyway.
Yeah, it started again when he started to run away.
According to Ben, security had come to investigate the sound, but they couldn't find the source. He has no idea as to what he had caught on camera, but if there's one thing that Ben is sure of, it's that whatever this was, it did not sound normal. Now, it could be that the sound was actually generated by machinery. Perhaps the pump on a machine was dispelling pressure.
Yeah,
However, it seems more than likely that something else was making these
any
sounds.
any kind of
One
pressure,
would think that the rhythm
any kind of pressure gas or something similar being being evacuated can have that kind of weird sound. Like it's really strange, but I've seen clips of actual like pressure stuff being let out, and it does like have a really creepy sound.
and consistent pattern of the sound is simply mechanical. But the fact that it stops as Ben gets close to the source
But yeah, that
and
is
then
weird.
promptly continues as soon as he runs away
Unless
seems
he
to suggest that something had reacted to him.
unless he walked on something that like accidentally might have walked on something on the ground that the sound was coming from, and when he ran away, then it was released again.
Something supernatural been caught on camera.
Like one of these,
or was something else caught instead?
one of these pipes on the ground potentially like could have been the source.
This next segment has someone who I featured before
Really,
in a
really
previous
hunted.
video. This person is known as Lee, and he's been uploading footage of paranormal activity that's been happening in his home.
I've
Now,
seen,
whether
yeah,
it's
I've seen
actually
clips of
paranormal or not is
I've seen clips of these before, like of this channel before, and we saw one last time.
up for debate. But his most recent evidence might just prove that something strange
Is that the one
is
I
truly
think?
happening. The video takes place inside his living room, where a security camera mounted on a wall had recently caught footage of something downright creepy. Lee and
Okay,
his
is it
family are away from home
what I'm thinking?
when the following happens.
I've seen a clip of that specific angle. It could be the one I'm thinking of. Oh wait, hang on. I was not checking that. Oh, yep.
It appears that something had run across in the back. It seems pretty clear that something other than a bug on the lens was captured. This is so
Yeah,
given
because
that
it
the
stops.
figure is no
Yeah,
longer in sight
I mean,
after
yeah,
passing
it disappears
behind
behind
the
the
wall.
wall.
A bug crawling on a lens would still be seen.
Mm.
Now you might think that this is the creepiest footage he's caught,
No.
but a few days later, something very unsettling was caught on camera. His most recent video occurs in his living room, like the one before, yet this time, Lee is present during this recording. Now it's a good thing that Lee is a heavy sleeper, as waking up to the following would have freaked him out. This is what was captured.
Okay, it might not be the. Like, it might not have the clip I'm thinking of. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that was a creepy shadow right in front of the lens.
It goes without saying, but his most recent footage has left him baffled. As soon as the smart device stops talking, a shadow-like figure passes quickly in front of the camera before the security alarm goes off. It isn't clear as to what set off the alarm, but according to viewers, the shadow that passed might have been responsible. Later in the footage, Lee returns after turning off the alarm. After checking to see if someone had broken in, he then proceeds to interrogate the entity and captures this.
I've had enough now. If you're a demon,
It's demons,
the
dream.
worst demons in
Demons.
history.
Is that a weird shadow?
Saw a shadow there.
Yeah, I
Is
saw
that
it.
you?
I definitely saw a shadow here.
After waiting for a response, a very faint shadow can be seen manifesting a few feet away from Lee.
Yeah, I definitely saw that. Like, I saw the sudden darkening in the area and was like, hang on, is that a
Viewers
shadow?
can't help but think that this might have been the same entity from before. Based on this footage, as well as others, it seems that Lee is dealing with something beyond explanation. But of course, it's always best to remain somewhat skeptical, as we don't know if the video's real. Like with most evidence, this one remains open for debate.
Okay, yeah,
If
so
you
it
caught
doesn't
something-
it doesn't have the clip I'm thinking of, but there is literally a clip with that angle like, of that room, of the entire couch moving.
Creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me
Which,
to check
you
out
know, like,
and include in the next compilation,
is
you can send
really
them over to
creepy.
scaryvideos444
Because that's not the kind of thing you can move
@gmail.com.
easily. Like, my
That
mom has
being
the same kind
said,
of couch.
let's get back to the video.
It's fucking heavy. We had to put it together. My grandma has the same, I mean, similar. We had to put them together, and these things are heavy.
The following image was submitted by Reza Akbar, who writes, I live in Indonesia, and the following happened on a Friday night. I was heading over to my grandmother's house on my motorcycle. I was speeding faster than usual, which led me to swerve and crash my bike.
Ooh.
I had taken photos of the accident and shown them to my sister. She was horrified after seeing one of the images. She told me to look closely at one particular photo because there was something in it that gave her chills.
Oh yeah, I went through
This is what he saw.
the pictures on my phone yesterday, or rather after. Oh, what the fuck is that? After
Now,
last
it's
stream,
worth
I
mentioning that Reza had researched the place where he had crashed his bike and found
hang on. After last stream, like, I checked the pictures on my phone to make sure that they were all normal. They are all normal. I didn't find anything weird on them, which is nice because I'm quite glad not having got anything.
something that has left him spooked. The location of the crash used to be a children's clinic.
Oh boy.
Knowing this, Reza thinks that he might have caught the ghost of a child in this photo. Assuming that no one else was around when it was taken, it seems that Reza had captured something beyond explanation. What exactly had been caught in this photo? Brandy River has been experiencing strange activity at home. It isn't often the case that she's able to capture these odd occurrences on camera, but a few days ago, she was able to capture the following incident. Both Brandy and her sister were talking on the couch when they heard a strange noise come from one of the rooms. Her sister then decides to investigate the sound as Brandy records her. This is what she caught.
Not a haunting during Christmas. Come
Girl.
on.
There ain't nothing back there, I'm telling you.
I mean, Christmas season at least.
light just went off. Nothing back there, right?
There's nobody back here.
I told you. There's never.
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yep.
Now on a different
Like,
occasion,
you could see that she was already like not comfortable. That would freak
same thing had
freak you out.
happened, but this time it was Brandy who checked out the noise. Now these two incidents are just one of many. However, on another occasion,
I mean, okay, the way the light turns off, it could very well be associated with like a faulty lamp. You know, like I have one of my lamps at least that does that from time to time. The one from my kitchen, sometimes it will just like blink. It doesn't completely turn off, but it will blink, and I don't know why. Because the lamp itself, I mean the light bulb, is like relatively new.
something downright creepy was caught on camera.
Like I actually had to change the light bulbs when I came in because all of the ones that were already in place were old. Like there were like old type of light bulbs that are not even sold anymore.
Brandy had just arrived from eating dinner with her children when she noticed that the light to the room was on. This is what was caught.
And also they gave off
So,
some
me and my
orange
kid
light.
just got back from eating dinner, and
The ones
my
I have
bedroom
now,
light is
it's
on,
white light.
which is strange because I don't remember leaving it on. you sure? For me?
I mean, I have accidentally left lights
Yeah,
on
I'm
after
gonna-
leaving my
I want
place.
you. Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Somebody broke into her.
Oh, yep. There's something inside. Or someone.
There appears to be someone or something inside the bedroom. Eventually, Brandy goes inside and finds nobody in there. To this day, Brandy has no idea as to what she had seen, but given the other incidents, she thinks that this might be something paranormal. She has yet to post more videos on her situation. Until she does, these happenings will continue to go unexplained. As always, feel free to let me know what you think.
I mean, if it's something paranormal, it's something that is really attached
Thanks
to
for
light.
watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Apparently, it's something that really likes light, or maybe it doesn't completely, since it loves to turn off the light. Apparently, either way, it has something to do with light.
The following video shows a couple who are getting ready for bed.
Oh,
when
I've seen.
something downright terrifying is caught on camera.
Okay, I've seen that one.
The footage comes from an indoor home security camera that the couple had installed inside.
I don't remember the details, but
After the chilling events of that
know
night,
I've seen
they
that
sent
one.
this video to a friend who looked it over and concluded that what happened in their home is beyond explanation. Needless to say, the friend had found the video to be disturbing.
Like, I'm pretty sure I saw a
the
reaction
start of
to
the-
that specific clip, but I don't remember if it was a Bizarre Bub video or a Nuke's Top 5. And the person doing the reaction was one of these annoying people that just assume that everything is fake all the time. So they just went saying nothing else but fake, fake, fake. It's all strings, it's all whatever.
Clip, we can see both partners doing their nightly routine. One's at the foot of the bed, while the other is inside the bathroom. Then, minutes later, the partner who is inside the bathroom joins the other in bed. It isn't until seconds later that we see both partners fully in bed. However, it is at this moment that something disturbing is caught on camera. This is what was caught.
Presta mucha atención. Es que todo fue tan rápido, hermano. Todo fue tan rápido. Mira, todo estaba tranquilo. Ni medio apagan las luces como que Juanca como que siente algo, no sé, por la espalda. Mira, no, esa me creo que... Uy, ¿viste? ¿Lo viste? ¿Viste? Mírame la piel. Mira, peluquea.
The sheet suddenly pulls itself off the bed. The man then proceeds to check the bathroom, when all of a sudden, he's attacked by something. The woman is also attacked by an unseen force. They then leave the room at once and promptly run to the front door. But then something else happens that has left the couple even more disturbed than before. Take a look.
Hermano. ¿Y esas cosas que se ven por ahí así? No sé, mira. Mira,
mira cómo comienzan a salir más cosas.
Yeah, remember that the reaction that I saw kept saying like it's strings.
Todo de una sola.
Because people love to use the string explanations for anything.
En toda la casa.
Y ahí tengo un pájaro. Está todo bien. Ahí sale un pájaro. Ya mira que le toca abrir.
Mira, ahí es que ya no puede si la bajo en peso, pues la bajo en peso. Mira, oye, mira, son los cuadros. Mira.
Apenas prendió el foco se cayó eso.
Mira, me la vi loco como es el loco. Mira, ahí ya se ya cae, ahí mira, ahí ya no puede más la china, mira.
Ya cayó.
Mira.
Yeah, okay, so I remember one of the arguments for it being fake is that this TV is apparently not plugged to anything. Now I don't know like whether it's a valid argument in that situation, because my TV is currently not plugged to anything, because I almost never use it. I only use it when my younger brother is here. So it could very well be that it's a TV they only use occasionally and the rest of the time they unplug it.
Toda la casa, o sea, yo no ni siquiera pretendo que Juanca se lleve esas cosas, no, con la casa no.
No, Juanca no quiere regresar, Juanca no quiere regresar. Ay, mira, mira. Uy, eso yo no lo he visto.
Sigue todo,
Eso yo no lo he
sigue
visto.
todo.
Eso yo no lo he
Sigue
visto.
todo, yo tampoco, sigue
Yo no había
todo.
visto eso.
Sigue todo, hermano, sigue todo.
So I don't know. Like the TV argument
It's
to
unclear
me
as to
is
whether
not
or not the
necessarily a
couple
good
had
one.
returned home, but given what occurred, viewers think it's best if they stay somewhere else until it's safe to return. Now, as for the footage, one could say that the use of strings had helped pull this off, but because there's so much going on in this video, viewers believe that something other than strings had caused this. As with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
People love
The
using the
following
string
video
explanation
shows a
for
real
everything.
estate agent showcasing a property on camera when something downright creepy is caught on tape. The footage comes from a YouTube channel owned by a real estate broker named Santiago Sanchez, who's been uploading videos of homes that are up for sale. By filming these properties and putting them on his channel, Santiago has been able to sell most homes. However, out of all the homes he's filmed, there's one in particular that he doubts will ever be sold. On June 15th of 2015, Santiago had posted a video unlike any other he's posted before. The video starts off with him standing in front of a house, seeming a bit scared as
Okay. It might have been that I've seen a reaction to this specific new bizarre bug video, because I also remember that story.
tells us that the owner had warned him not to go inside.
Me han dicho no entres, pero si quieres ir a grabarla, puedes grabar el vídeo, pero ten mucho cuidado, no salte de la casa
Yeah,
rápido.
if the owner tells
Caso
you
me
that
voy a atrever
right
a
away,
entrar
then there's something weird.
y este es el vídeo.
According to the owner, he and his family had promptly left the house late one night after experiencing strange activity for months. Ever since then, the house has been vacant. It wasn't until weeks later that they reached out to Santiago asking for his help in selling their home. Although a house like this is hard to sell, he still showcased the property on the off chance that someone might still buy it. But little does he know that something downright creepy would happen while being inside. Upon entering the property, he smells a strong, foul odor that seems to linger throughout the house. He then walks over to the kitchen and sees that a colony of ants has taken over the sink. Now, according to the owner, there have been sudden infestations of flies and other insects throughout the home, which Santiago finds odd, as the house is practically new and therefore shouldn't have this problem. Although strange, it isn't as odd as what happens later in the footage. Take a look.
Sometimes you can have like some stuff like this happen for weird reasons, but it's also possible that, like, for an infestation like that, it could be simply the case that some kind of animal died under the house, because usually these kind of houses have a crawl space under it, underneath, and if any kind of animal died under there, then it could, it could lead to an infestation from insects and whatnot that are interested in it. Like, okay, bit of a weird story, bit of a gross story as well. Like, fair warning. So when right before my grandma moved away from her place, right before, rather, like in the month prior to when she moved away from her place, she had started to have an actual, like, problem with what was the thing? Beetles, I think. No, wait, no, it's not beetles. It's not the name. Roaches. So she started to have an actual issue with roaches that kept coming. Like, no matter how many times we tried to exterminate them, they came back. I mean, it's roaches. Like, these things are like famously resilient to a lot of stuff, but like, literally, like, people who are professionals in that kind of aspect came like a lot of times to try and get rid of the issue. None of them managed to completely get rid of them. They always came back. And when my grandma moved, we went to move her fridge, and I kind of wish we never had moved that fridge, because underneath it was just a massive nest of roaches. I'm talking gigantic nest. And so after she moved away, I met at one point with one of her neighbors, who was the guy in charge of cleaning the buildings and stuff, and like getting the trash out for collection. So the dude was always aware of everything that was going on in the around the place. So he explained to us that basically the entire block had gotten had gotten that issue with roaches, and the reason was found why. It turns out a neighbor from a building on the same block had died in his apartment, and his wife did not do anything about it. Like, she left his body rotting on their bed the entire time, like for days. It's unclear as to why she didn't do anything. Like, maybe she could not afford it, or I don't know. But she left the body rotting on the bed for days, and is basically what brought roaches. Like, they started appearing, and then they spread throughout the entire block, because they basically went through like the crawl space underneath. Like, apparently there was some maintenance to be done in something that was accessible through the crawl space underneath the building, and the people who were supposed to do maintenance refused to do it because they realized it was just completely infested with a lot of stuff. So yeah, like, basically someone had died and nobody had done anything about it. It brought an infestation. So it's possible that this, like the ants at least and the flies, could be because an animal had died underneath the place.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo no sé qué decir, pero pueden ver todavía pertenencias. Es raro. Esto nunca se lo llevaron.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to left here. And a fan. Come on,
No
grab
quiero
that fan. You're
dejarme
gonna need
mucho de
it.
la puerta, la verdad.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see it. Why?
Oh, esto está horrible, este lado. No sé cómo puede estar tan horrible en poco tiempo. Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor que está horrible.
Yeah, definitely something died.
Como podrido.
Like, there's something dead under that
Santiago
house.
then proceeds to go inside a bedroom that has a hidden closet.
Or in the walls, potentially.
The owner states,
Like, I know there are some houses where there's really this type of houses. The walls are shallow to allow, like, any kind of work to add something new, add some new cables and stuff, to be done more easily.
that his family has felt a certain presence within this closet and has kept it shut for the longest time, until recently. Feeling a bit spooked, he heads on over to the other rooms, where he begins to feel even more uneasy. What happens then has left him baffled. This is what he caught.
Why have a bicycle inside the
Aquí pueden observar
room
donde estaba
like
el
this?
master bedroom,
Inside
la
the
habitación
bedroom.
principal. Pueden ver que todavía hay cosas, pero pueden ver cómo rápidamente cogieron toda la ropa y se marcharon.
And, like,
Pueden ver ahí todas las perchas.
why leave the hangers, unless the hangers were like part of the rental? Like, they can be really useful. Take them with you.
Rápidamente sacaron toda la ropa, la cargaron en el coche y desaparecieron. Dejaron bastantes cosas detrás de ellos. Hay un olor extraño, como podrido, en este área de la casa. Este es el otro cuarto, pueden observar. Todavía hay cosas, pertenencias. Bastante raro. Ahora lo que vamos a hacer va a ser aquí en la pared.
Like why?
Hay unas marcas
Why have like
en la casa, en varias áreas.
upside-down crosses?
Es como serían marcas, uñas de alguien que ha raspado o
I mean,
definitivamente son
could be a kid. This one like could be a kid just drawing on the wall. Especially if they have a young kid. Like one of my little sisters, my mom like had trouble. Like, I mean, almost got into trouble when she left the previous place because one of my little sisters had drawn all over the walls, and it took a shit ton of time and effort to clean all of that.
algo raro que están rayadas las paredes en varias áreas.
The upside down crosses are weird.
Ok. Bueno, esta es la parte de arriba, es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro, hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Hay unos ruidos que estoy oyendo, como unos clac, clac. Es muy extraño. Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí viviendo unos 2-3 años y me llamaron, dijeron que la tuvieron que abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo. Cuando abandonaron la casa, no la abandonaron a las 2 de la mañana, después de que ocurrió, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir, grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa. Yo no creo, pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y...
Oh boy.
Mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa. Pero otra vez, si necesitan comprar una casa, siempre miren el historial de las casas. Es muy importante, ¿ok?
The chair all of a sudden rocks on its own. It is at this moment that Santiago decides to leave the premises while trying to keep calm by talking more about the property. The sudden infestation of flies, ants, and other insects, plus the markings on the walls, as well as the foul odor throughout the home, have led viewers to believe that the house is haunted. And of course, the chair moving on its own was enough to convince them that something paranormal had occurred.
Like the chair
But,
definitely
as
is
always,
weird.
I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion.
The chair definitely is weird. The markings are strange. The infestation and the smell, definitely a dead animal. So like an animal got trapped, like got stuck under the house somehow and died, and it has like attracted other stuff. Like he basically needs to have someone. I mean, I get it. Like this compilation is from 4 years ago, and the video itself was from 6 years prior, so it's been 10 years now. I hope he got someone to check under the house. Because, yep, there was definitely something dead there.
Like with most videos, the question still remains: what exactly had been caught on camera?
And that's the thing as well, like, there's a weird thing about the family specifically saying, do not enter the house, or like, at least don't stay long in there. That could make it suspicious. Like, like if they were trying to hide something. I mean, it would be like very, it would be like a very daring approach to try to hide something horrific um, behind the idea that it might just be a haunting. It would be a daring approach, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've seen would do in that kind of cases. But the smell,
This next video speaks
no,
for
something died.
itself. We can see 3 people who appear to be friends
Yeah, so I
using
have
what
seen
looks to be
this
a Ouija
specific
board.
video again.
Out of all paranormal videos, those involving Ouija boards often show footage of a session that goes wrong.
Like if I remember right,
That
this
being
one,
said,
like if I remember one, there isn't any history known behind this clip.
this next video is no exception. This is what was caught.
Like it was simply posted online. Nobody knows anything about the people in need or the context. Like the only things known are what happened in the video itself. I would never try a Ouija board. Like never. Even if I nope. Nope. Doors, pushes, whatever, I don't care. Nope. Even
A
if I
stuffed
knew
toy
people
moves on its
who
own, but it seems that
wanted
no
to
one had
do
noticed
something
it.
like that, like
That
I
is
would
until
not.
later in the video when someone looks over. Whether real or not, viewers believe that it's best to never use a Ouija board, as most videos show that something goes wrong. But of course, what do you think?
I mean, okay, the fact that the video itself was posted without context and anything, and like it was apparently the only thing posted there. It is possible that it was meant to be a prank video. Like maybe whoever posted the video itself had rigged the plushie to be mechanical and was playing around, like activating it, hoping for the other guys to see it, and basically like cause a reaction to it and have it recorded on camera. It's highly possible that it was that. Like it could simply be a prank from someone done to the others, because like the reactions seem genuine. Um, but I feel like it could simply be explained by it being a prank, because the movements are very, mechanical like. It's the movements you can see from any kind of mechanical doll or plushie you can buy for your kids at a store. So it could simply have been rigged to
This
scare
next
the
video
other,
features a family of 3 who
the
lives
people
in a
in the
house that they believe is
in the video.
haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences inside this house, but out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by far the creepiest. The following is the video they took. The video begins with the father of the family who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing with mom inside the pool when he points to the house and says that he could see a man in the window.
And right there in that room, that's where Rowan said that he saw a man inside there, and he sat in the pool right here, and he sat there staring up, and he said, "That's a man." And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there." So
if no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see?
I mean, like it's kids. Sometimes they have an overactive imagination. Sometimes they just like to play around.
Rowan's mother states that she was creeped out by
I don't doubt the fact that they probably can see some stuff that we can't see. Of course, like I've talked about this before, but I wasn't necessarily sure everything up to them actually seeing something.
her son's comment. But it's what happened later that day that creeped her out the most. After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said, "I could see a man with big black hair." He then says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand. But then, after telling us this story, the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
He hurt his brain? And then what happened? Did he say anything?
His butt.
He hurt his butt?
Now it could be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do. But what happens later in the video has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add? He apparently sees a man in there.
That's a big man.
That's a big man?
The father captures footage of his son, who appears to be seeing something.
Is he there?
That's the
What's
thing
he
that
look like?
is the,
He's an airplane.
He
He
looks.
always says that.
He looks like an airplane.
There's another man.
He's a black man.
He's a black man? Yeah, okay, he's a black man, right?
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room
Yeah.
and sits at the entrance.
I'd finish
He
my
then
thought
points to the corner
after
and
the-
says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed, the parents can't help but think that their child has seen a ghost. Now it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary friend for a ghost. Yet, the following day, the father makes a shocking discovery that may dispel this notion. Take a look.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day after Rowan's been telling us about that ghost that he saw, and we just realized he's been telling us a black man was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he was in this room. And we didn't know, but we were looking around and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, and we found it in the corner.
It's a unity carving. It's called a unity carving.
It's called a unity carving. See?
I think I've seen one of
carved
these.
from one piece of wood, and look at this
Before.
that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of a Ghana is in Africa, so
You don't say.
this is, and we looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, it's like hard to make or whatever, and they probably
don't-
get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But
I don't see
we
why
think
it
maybe the
being
person who
from.
crafted it was the ghost or something.
I don't see why it being from Ghana necessarily means, like, or from Africa necessarily means that it has to be something.
Connected to this, the person connected to
Supernatural.
this thing was the ghost. Okay,
Like,
so
of course, I know that Africa, like any place in the world, has its own set of legends and myths about the supernatural.
we just thought I'd add that
I mean, about the
tidbit.
paranormal,
Okay.
but
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece
Like, I don't see-
responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or
I don't see why
is
it
it
would
all
be
due to an
the
overactive
proof
imagination?
of anything.
Feel free to share what you think.
Like, it's like Okay, so what I wanted to say earlier, it's like when it comes to videos about pets acting weird, as long as nothing else happens specifically, like nothing is seen, nothing happens aside from the weird behavior, I would rather chalk that one up to just like weird behavior. Nothing more than that. To me, it's
If you
just the
caught
kid
something
being
creepy on
weird,
camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check
or the
out
kid
and
being a
include in the
kid, I
next
guess.
compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This last video was posted by David Stenberg, who owns a dog that, according to him, has been acting very strange. David had filmed the following video and writes, "This is the only recorded example of this behavior, but it has happened in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, and in several rooms of the house. This is what he caught on camera."
Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. What is the deal?
This
Aster,
cute
you're
eyes.
freaking me out. Come here. Come here.
Nope, he doesn't want.
For some reason, David's dog will not go in the room. There doesn't appear to be anything threatening inside, which is odd as his behavior suggests otherwise. Because of this, viewers believe that there was actually something inside the room, but it could only be seen by the dog. Knowing this, the question then becomes, what exactly was being seen? Was an unseen ghost caught on camera, or was something else caught instead?
Now, to me, it's the same as
Thanks
like
for
the
watching,
previous one.
and I hope you enjoyed.
Nothing specific happened during the video. Is all we see is the dog acting weird. So to me, like, I don't know, take the dog to a vet. Maybe it's starting to have some kind of issue or whatever. It could simply be getting old and senile. I don't know. Depends on the age of the dog, I guess. Like I've talked about this before, but my mom's dog lately has been also like acting more and more weird. Like he doesn't like when anymore when there is more than 6 people at the table. Anything all more than that, and he just leaves the room, goes upstairs, and starts barking randomly. Sometimes he just barks at random, at nothing. Like to me, and the dog is getting old. Like he is like an old pupper. So I don't know. To me, it could simply be the dog itself having like some kind of weird behavior or being sick or something. It needs to be taken to the vet to get checked because, like, if nothing specific happens during the video,
The following video shows a
I would not necessarily go for like something paranormal. Anyway, 51.
The following video shows a child who's lying in bed with his father when something downright creepy is caught on camera. According to the father, both him and his son were the only ones home during the time of this recording, which makes this incident even more unsettling. At the start of the video, we can see both the father and son lying in bed. However, seconds later, his son tells him that there's a scary friend by the door. Not sure how to respond, the father looks intently at the door as his son repeats that there's a scary friend. What happens next has left him baffled. The father writes, "I was in bed with my son and we were the only ones home." This was their footage.
This is their story. Every time it makes me think of that. Oh. And he apparently decided to turn on the lights. See, something actually happened, so I'd be more willing to accept that something weird is going on. Not necessarily the door
Immediately after
closing
being told
there,
by his son that
because we
someone
don't
was
know the
outside the
layout of the
door,
house.
the hallway light turns on by itself. Then, as soon as both are out of the room, the door to the bathroom closes on its own. It was only after watching the video that the father had noticed this and was left even more disturbed. As with most viewers, the father believes that something paranormal had occurred. But of course, this is solely speculative, as not much info is given to determine what exactly happened. If they were the only ones home when this happened,
It's
then
usually
who,
the case with
or
these
maybe even
kind of
one,
videos.
had
We
turned
don't
on
get
the
enough.
light and closed the bathroom door?
We don't get
Until a
enough
follow-up
told
video is
to-
made to explain this odd occurrence, it seems that this question will remain unanswered. As always,
we don't get told
what
enough
are your
to
thoughts?
like completely make a full like try to explain it fully. So like I've seen a lot of the times people just extrapolate from such little information and they immediately go towards, oh, like this is obviously a spirit doing this and that because of this and that reason. Like all we see is one piece of footage of a light turning on and a door closing. Like don't try and guess the entire story of whatever's happening simply from one thing like that. It is weird, of
A
course.
man is woken up late at night after hearing strange noises inside his house. The source of the sound seems to be coming from downstairs, but naturally, the man hesitates to check out the noise. Marvin Caguas had recorded the following video, and to this day, he has no idea as to what happened inside his home that night. Marvin wasn't sure if his housemate was trying to scare him, or if this was another strange occurrence, which often happens in his home. Little did he know that this wasn't a prank, but rather an occurrence that would leave him terrified. Along with this video, Marvin writes, "Strange things always happen in my house, and it's only now that I've tried to film some of these events." The following is a video he took.
Alvin.
Or McDonald's at a farm. I don't remember what's the French equivalent for that. Like, it's not Old McDonald, of course. We have an equivalent for that melody. Oh wait, very nice. That's some Pokemon music.
Man.
And I need to replay the old Pokemon games. And by old I mean third generation.
Alvin.
Oh. The housemate isn't here. What? He's my fucking
As
head.
soon as Marvin heads back inside after checking the garage, a loud thump is heard inside the house. It isn't until seconds later that the light fixture is seen swing back and forth on its own, as though someone had swung it lightly. And of course, as anyone would, Marvin runs away and heads back to his room where the video comes to an end. It goes without saying, but this incident has left him shook. It wasn't until noticing that his housemate was gone that he came to realize that this wasn't a prank, but rather one of many strange occurrences that have taken place in his home. However, as if what occurred that night wasn't chilling enough.
Okay, there is just one weird thing about that specific clip that I find is if you have a housemate, right? Like, I've never really had a housemate unless you count my grandma as being a housemate since I was living at her place for a while. But if you have a housemate, wouldn't you be aware that they're not at your place beforehand? Or do you really not have a lot of interactions with them whatsoever?
Marvin had caught footage of something else that has left him even more disturbed. What was supposed to be a video of him showing off a neat feature he discovered on his motion sensing gaming device turned out to be a video of something else entirely. Take a look.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to show you guys a pretty quick feature of the Xbox One and its Kinect. It actually has a pretty cool night vision that I just found today.
No.
If you guys already know it has night vision, then I'm gonna show the people who don't know. So, right now,
I don't know, I've
it's
never had a
completely dark in
Kinect,
this
I've never had an
house right
Xbox.
now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys.
Oh.
As you can see, it's just it lights up.
Oh yeah, and that's some high quality night vision.
I don't know if they have an app for this or whatnot, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something.
Yeah, infrared, rather. Yeah.
Back to dark.
I mean, technically, it's the same as its signature, you know.
See is my Xbox controller, and then back to night vision. It's actually, pretty cool feature for the Xbox Kinect that I haven't really heard of until now. Maybe they have an app for it or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Right when Marvin turns off the lights and activates night vision mode on the sensor, two shadow-like figures can be seen manifesting behind him in what appears to be the kitchen. The first one is seen moving about for just a few seconds before heading downwards and then disappearing, whereas the other shadow appears afterwards and vanishes soon after night vision mode is turned back on. It's obvious that he hadn't noticed this until rewatching the footage, and, as you might expect,
I don't know what
it was after watching it that he couldn't help but think that something unexplainable was caught on camera.
I mean, I definitely don't know
most
how to
viewers
explain
seem to
it,
believe that a
for
ghost
sure.
or an entity of some kind was caught on film. But like with most videos, we can't be sure if that's the case. As always, it's up to you to conclude as to whether or not a ghost was caught on camera. Until more evidence or context is given on the situation, Marvin's case remains a mystery.
Like, I don't have a way to necessarily explain it, so I can't.
This next video shows the
Oh,
father.
hey. Hello. Sorry, I did not notice your messages before. I mean, I'm fine. I'm currently melting because it's so freaking hot.
Who's recording his son playing a video game when something very unsettling is caught on tape.
Oh, I wonder what
The
video game
father in
this is.
question is known as Ernesto Espinoza, and he's been uploading videos of his family on his YouTube channel.
I mean, it's going fine. I'm literally just watching videos. Like, scary
Although
stuff.
each
I
video
mean,
shows nothing more than a father
hopefully scary
enjoying the
stuff.
time he spends
A
with
lot
his
of these
family.
aren't really scary.
Two videos in particular stand out from the rest. Unlike the other videos, these two have shown something that has caused concern among viewers of his content. The first video was posted not too long ago, and what's captured in it is pretty creepy. Be sure to look closely, or you'll miss it.
Ya suyo, ya,
Okay,
ya la
but
tienen ahí.
look close yet. What?
Ya la tienen ganada.
Specific.
Eso. Ah, qué pro.
¿No se dio la canción?
In case you missed it,
I
if you
probably
look
missed it.
closely at the pile of toys in the corner,
Oh,
a
yep.
baby doll can be seen moving on its own.
Kinda, I don't know. It's a
Ernesto
bit too
hadn't
dark
noticed
for me
this
to.
until viewers had pointed this out.
Like I think yeah, I can see an arm moving, but I don't know if it's a mechanical arm or something.
Now, though this video has convinced most people that Ernesto's family is being haunted by something, it's the second video that has caused the most concern. At the start of the clip, we can see his daughter dancing around in what appears to be the living room, when all of a sudden, something truly frightening is caught in the background. Take a look.
Sorry, I was trying to see what's on TV, but I don't recognize it. So. Oh, hang on. Was there something right before? Nope.
As the little girl dances around the room, a dark figure passes by quickly inside.
I usually stream around like the same time. I'm usually live around this time. Not every day, like every 2 days.
At another room before the door shuts on its own. Like the video before, viewers have suggested to Ernesto that he and his family should leave the house immediately. Although he appreciates the concern, it seems that he won't be leaving anytime soon.
I usually try to play games as much as possible. I'm just refraining from it currently because of the heat wave that we have, which means that my computer wouldn't be able to handle the heat. But once it's gone, like I should go back to video games. I just don't know what yet. Depends on my mood.
That there haven't been any more strange occurrences in his home. But until something like this happens again, it seems that Ernesto and his family will continue to carry on with their lives. The question still remains though, had something paranormal been caught on camera, or was something else caught instead?
I do not know. It's a bit weird that these are the only 2 videos that have this on his channel, and they are fairly short, and literally the only thing you see is... I mean, the thing you see the most is the creepy stuff. It is weird.
The following video was suggested by Melanie M, who writes, "When I was a child, I used to watch a lot of TV. I would usually watch whatever, including the commercials. Yet, there is one commercial that I still remember to this present day, and just thinking about it scares me. This advertisement was shown in Chile, where I was born, and when I first saw it, I immediately noticed something strange about it. Now it's worth mentioning that Melanie wasn't the only person who had noticed this, as someone else had posted a video of the strange commercial, and just like Melanie, they were left disturbed upon spotting what they believe is a ghost hidden in this advertisement. Now thankfully, I was able to find a better quality video of this commercial. I'll play the entire ad before showing where the supposed ghost is hidden.
I don't usually play multiplayer games. Like, I'm more of a solo games, like, solo story games or that kind of stuff.
Said, see if you can spot the apparition in this ad.
It's not often we get clips of like actual stuff shown on TV. I'm trying to spot here. Wait, did I see? Hang on. Am I seeing stuff? The fuck is that? Like, is that just a reflection of like a staff member, or maybe some... kind of looks like a mannequin head, potentially, or something. Oh, thanks for the cheers. Oh, that's the first time I've ever gotten shared. All right. Thanks a lot. See ya.
On the window, a faint reflection of what appears to be a grim-looking face can be seen midway through the commercial. It appears for only a few seconds before the scene changes and the face is no longer seen. Now the face doesn't appear to have the same features as the woman sitting on the couch, which has led
To me, it
viewers
looks
like Melanie to believe that a ghost was caught on camera.
to me it looks more like a mannequin head that they would use to prepare for the commercial itself.
If no one else had been
I got a Discord account, not a Discord server, and I don't accept people on as friends on Discord. So,
then whose face was this? Perhaps this might have been a cameraman who accidentally recorded their own reflection. Whether ghost or not, one thing's for sure. The appearance of whatever this is pretty unsettling. But as always, what do you think? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. The following photo was submitted by Tona Putra, who writes, "There was a family in Indonesia who went to a cemetery to commemorate members of their family who have
Indonesia
died."
again. No, I don't accept people on Discord, and I don't have a Discord server right now. Like, I had one, got hacked, and had to delete the server itself. So, and I haven't recreated one since. So yeah, sorry, but like don't really chat with people.
The family was at the cemetery for almost the entire day. During the evening time, before leaving the cemetery, they were taking a lot of photos. Most of them were just random, but when they got home, they noticed that one photo had caught something in it that was strange. The following is the picture the family had taken.
Oh, is this the one? Is this the thing that is meant to be creepy, or is? Yeah, okay, it's this. Because because I have a hard time chatting with people. I don't know, like it's yeah, but I'm sorry, I'm really not like someone who is good with chatting with people. Like I have severe social anxiety that applies also online. So sorry, but like I don't really chat with people.
According to Tono, the family had no clue as to who this person was. They were the only ones there and were sure that whoever or whatever this was not one of them. Now, because this photo was taken at a cemetery, Tono believes that an entity was caught in the photograph. The family also thinks that something supernatural was caught in the photo. They believe that this may have been the ghost of a child whose own gravesite is at the cemetery. Although it's not clear as to who, or maybe even what this might have been, the picture has left them spooked. If the family had been the only ones there, then who was this?
Good question. The glowing eyes are weird.
On August 6th of 2016, a small channel had posted a video of two security guards who appear to be inside a school. The footage seems to have come from Argentina, given the language that is spoken by both men in the video. They seem to be the only ones inside the school. However, in the video, one security guard tells the other that he can hear noises coming from down the hall. Although one of them is hesitant at first, they proceed to check out the noise. What happens then has left them spooked. This is what they caught.
boludo, hace un resfrío. Pero acá parece que hace más frío, porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos.
Thanks.
¿Dónde escuchas, boludo? Acá hay ruido en toda la escuela. Pero sí, boludo, ¿no escuchaste? ¿Ves escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo?
Trying to listen here.
Nada, boludo.
If you don't hear anything.
Pues sí. Hay como una cortina ahí. Sí.
And I would not want to work at a school at night.
¿Dónde escuchaste, boludo? No sé, boludo, para mí que por allá. O ahí, no sé.
Like, being at... I remember, like, being at school during the winter when, the days are shorter and the night goes quicker, like, earlier rather. Like, I remember how creepy it felt suddenly. Like, the entire school felt creepy. And same thing when arriving in the morning and it was still dark. It's a very different feeling. Like, I talked a bit about it before. When I was in high school, I used to do these Christmas market things when I was with UNICEF. And so we would host a Christmas market at least once in the school itself. So we had a stand in the lobby of our high school where we were selling some stuff to students and staff members. And yeah, because it's Christmas stuff, it was, of course, like near the shortest days of the year. So we would always end the sale when it was really dark outside, and it was so creepy inside the school suddenly, right as the day just stopped. I mean, the day ended and the night started. I would not want to be in a school at night, no matter the school. Having to work in one during the night? Yeah, no.
Por acá era.
Oh, fuck, no.
¿Viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá, boludo, aguantá.
Okay, yep. They are hurting us.
After panning the camera towards an empty classroom, we can see a chair that is strangely placed near the doorway. It isn't until seconds later that the chair moves on its own, causing both men to flee as far away from the site. The video's description claims that both men had encountered something paranormal, which appears to be the case. Although most viewers believe that something paranormal had occurred, a few believe that this might have been done with practical effects. Some believe that a string was used to pull this off.
I mean,
now,
it could have been done,
go
but
inside the class to show that no one was hiding inside, it's hard to be sure if it's real or not.
like,
I'll leave it to you
it's
to
a
decide
kind
as
of
to whether or not something paranormal had occurred.
it's a kind of situation
Had
in
both
which
guards
I
encountered
wonder, like,
something beyond explanation, or was this something else?
like when he talks about the fact that it could have been pulled with practical effects, it's a kind of situation where I wonder,
Thanks
like,
for watching.
why would anyone engineers like this kind of situation specifically? Like, why set this up at a school? Why set this up with security guards to then post it on YouTube? Like, there are a lot of things that wouldn't make sense for it to be fake. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it feels to me like it wouldn't make sense to fake something that specifically like this. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Nope. 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 Burn it. I haven't seen it do anything yet. Burn it. Burn every single doll in existence. No, no. I'm gonna hate this.
It's worth mentioning that the following video features a doll, so if you plan on sleeping tonight, you'll probably want to skip this one.
Yeah,
now the
but
video itself doesn't have much info.
See, like if I was watching it on my own, maybe, sure. I would skip it. I'm watching it for streaming, but might as well go for the
shot
spooks.
years ago, as the quality of the footage isn't exactly 4K.
Yep.
But it's what happens in the video that makes up for the lack of quality. For what's captured on camera is pretty unsettling.
Isn't exactly 4K. It shows a footage that is even less than World 40p.
The video starts off with a child who seems very excited over the fact that the camera on which this video had been recorded is finally working after failing to turn on for a while. Enthused that the camera is now functioning, the child excitedly tells her mother about this while recording her. The child then goes on to tell their sister about this. However, it's what happens next that has left viewers of the video disturbed. Take a look.
I can definitely get the joy as a kid of being able to record something. I probably would have been excited as well. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
Behind
that.
the child's sister, the head of a doll that's placed on top of a dresser turns on its own. And it doesn't move just slightly, as though small vibrations had caused this, but rather turns its head almost completely around before stopping to look at the camera directly at its lens.
Oh, fuck that. No.
But even more unsettling is the fact that it turned its head after the child repeatedly asked his sister to turn around and look at the camera. Because of this, viewers find this video to be evidence of something paranormal. According to them, a certain entity attached to the doll's head had thought the child was calling out to them, when in fact, the child was actually calling out to their sister. Now, of course, as with most videos, this is purely speculative. It isn't obvious as to what exactly had caused the doll's head to move. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own ideas.
Like, there is a possibility, because I don't know, like, how these kind of things work.
Had something
like this kind of toys work. It is possible that it's a head that is attached specifically to the table itself, like it's made to be attached to it, and it's made to be able to be turned around. Like it could have been made specifically for that toy and be a part of that toy and be made to be able to turn around. And maybe it has some kind of spring mechanism that could have gotten loose. It would be a weird coincidence, admittedly, but I don't know, like it could be the case of that. Other than that, like if it's not that, then burn it.
Paranormal being caught on camera, or was something else caught instead? Feel free to let me know what you think.
Like either mechanical failure of a toy or...
Facebook users Juan and Nicole are a married couple who've been experiencing strange activity at home. It wasn't too long ago when the couple had posted a video of what many viewers consider to be the most active poltergeist activity caught on camera. Yet prior to this video, Juan and Nicole had a similar experience in a different house. And it's because of this previous encounter that many believe that the married couple are being followed by something. To be more specific, viewers believe that a malicious entity of some sort has been haunting the two wherever they go. Although it's not clear if the couple also believes this, they have no doubt in their mind that the following incident deals with something paranormal.
I mean, I have seen paranormal activity. I know what it looks like when a demon tries to possess someone.
According to the couple, they were watching a scary movie with a friend inside their living room when all of a sudden, strange things began to occur. It was after this incident that they looked over the footage caught by their security camera to make sense of what occurred that day. But it seems that watching this footage has only left them even more disturbed. Midway through the footage, the friend claims to have seen the stuffed bear on the couch move on its own. He points this out to the couple, who in response tells him that he's probably just seeing things. But then, after shrugging it off to being nothing, the following happens. This is what was caught.
Every time I want to say this is our story.
Esto, mijo, uy, si es que hay alguien que sabe de estas cosas, que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira, la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste?
Sí, pero ahí sí, ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal.
¿Por qué?
Porque mira, a ver, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así, de reojo. Oye, ¿por qué te... Mira, ¿sí,
Oh, what?
¿sí viste? Eso sí, eso sí.
Yo no sabía para dónde ir, te lo juro.
What?
Behind the couch where the friend had sat, a shadow-like figure can be seen on camera for a split second before quickly disappearing behind the sofa.
It almost looks like a
Not sure as to what they'd seen, they began to look around for the mysterious figure, but then, as they search around, the strangest thing happens.
Es que estábamos con la luz del televisor,
Claro.
como que estuviéramos en el cine. Yo digo que no.
Mira,
Oh, what?
ahí me tiraron la botella y yo de una salí corriendo.
No, yo te lo juro que yo no aguanto un día. Mira, se cayó
Uy,
el
no,
ahí.
no, 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 no.
Okay,
Yo no aguanto un día
the
más.
bear,
Mira, ¿sí ves la luz que pasa
Mira,
por ahí?
ahí, la puerta-
the
la
bear
puerta
could
ahí,
be
como
simply
está
explained by it
Mira,
being
sí,
like.
uy, ¿sí ves?
Sí,
Okay,
pasa.
yeah, no. Okay,
Del susto, ¿sí ves lo
I was gonna say it could be explained by it being a in a precarious position, but then it
que me
moves
pasó?
again.
Uy, hasta el cuadro, Dios mío santo. Oye, pero ¿por qué se cayó todo?
No sé, ahí nosotros nos fuimos, nosotros no nos íbamos a quedar ahí.
Mira lo que pasó ahí, mira lo que pasó ahí. Mira eso.
Oh,
Bueno, no sé si hay algo o alguien que nos está haciendo asustar, pero te lo juro que yo ya
the spirit told them like, stay out.
no aguanto.
Stay out of my house.
Mira, ahí están las luces.
All of a sudden, things inside the living room began to move on their own. It was at this moment that they fled out of the house due to the dangerous activity that was happening inside. What happened then, after the door had closed on its own, has left them baffled.
La sangre de Cristo tiene poder.
Mira la maleta, mira cómo la van arrastrando, mira
¿Por qué
cómo
no
se la van
oraron,
arrastrando.
hermano? ¿Por qué no se pusieron a orar?
Cambiémonos de casa.
Tienen que orar.
No, que eso ya...
No, eso de ley, eso de
Sí,
ley.
nos vamos,
Uy, pero ese peluche, Dios mío.
Mira, como que lo están jalando, ¿sí ves?
Es como que se para de
And the movies keep going
cabeza,
like.
¿qué?
Come on, or at least enjoy the movie.
Mira, ¿sí viste lo que pasó aquí?
Like, you've made them flee. Enjoy the movie, but
Mira,
no.
Mira esa lucecita. Mira, es como que fuera que algo
Yo,
pasa.
eso nosotros no lo vimos porque estábamos afuera.
Estábamos afuera.
Pero es como que algo pasa. Date cuenta que es como que, mira, ¿ves?
Mira, ahí va.
As stated before, viewers believe that something paranormal had occurred. But even more unsettling is the belief that something is haunting the married couple regardless of where they live. Until more footage is released by the couple, it seems that this belief will stay at that, just a belief. Although it's not clear as to what exactly was caught on camera, the video is still nonetheless pretty creepy.
Yeah, it is. Which is like which is the way I like to judge things.
The following photo was
I mean,
submitted
like,
by Taylor
these things
P.I., who writes, "Here's a photo that I found online. There's little to no information on the photo, except for a small caption that reads, 'A young man takes a photo behind an old building and gets photobombed by someone inside.' Even though the caption implies that a person had photobombed the picture, it looks nothing like a person. I don't know, but it seems more like a ghost than a human to me." Here's the photo that Taylor's referring to.
Could just be like the lightning, you know, making it that person look weird.
Now, given that the caption states that the photo was taken in front of an old building, it might be the case that something other than a person had been caught in the photograph.
I mean,
but as always, what do you think?
it's weird because the faces look very similar.
Could this be evidence of something paranormal? Or is this simply a random stranger inside the building who photobombed the picture? With very little information, it seems that this question will remain unanswered. What exactly had been caught in this photo?
Like the faces look very similar, but I don't know. Could simply be someone who was in very bad lighting.
Facebook
didn't.
user Meg Wolfgang had posted the following video in the hopes that someone could explain the strange occurrence that is seen in the footage. Meg was playing with her
Oh,
kittens
kitty.
when something pretty creepy was caught on camera.
Look at
During the
kitty.
time of this recording, she didn't notice it. It was only after looking back at the footage that she realized that something unsettling was caught on camera.
I have a soft spot for cute stuff.
Meg writes, I wanted to post this video I've had for quite a few years now and get others' opinions. In the video, which was recorded by myself in about 2008, maybe 2009 originally, there is a dresser not even half an inch raised off the ground, in which something reaches out from under, stealing the kitten's toy, and with audio on it that says what sounds like "leave me" at the same time. When I originally recorded the video, I didn't hear or see anything. The following is the video she took.
Look at the kitty. Hmm. Oh! Yep, I did see something more. Okay, I don't necessarily hear "leave me." Like, I don't hear anything specific.
Beneath the dresser, there appears to be something hiding inside. It's hard to make out what this is, but according to Meg, she can't shake the thought of this being a physical manifestation of something supernatural. Given the strange motion of whatever this is, including its odd appearance, and the faint whispering that is heard in the background, most viewers agree with Meg that something supernatural had been captured. But, as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own opinion. For now, Meg's video remains a mystery.
I mean, the
If you
kitten
caught
definitely
something
got
creepy on
scared.
camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. The following video was taken by Jonathan Valink, who works at a factory at an undisclosed location. Although very little information is given on this video, it pretty much speaks for itself, as the footage shows that something eerie is happening inside this factory. Jonathan had been working the night shift alone inside a factory when the following incident took place.
Night shift, alone, factory. Like, these are three things that should never be part of the same context.
Along with this video, he writes, in my night work schedule, I heard strange noises out of the ordinary. I took my cell phone out and I was able to capture the encounter with this presence. This is what he caught.
¿Quién anda ahí? Puta la escalera. Escalera caída.
Or then it can't get up.
Pucha. Aquí no hay nadie. ¿Quién anda ahí? Todo está acá. No hay nadie.
Sorry, when I get quiet and I don't necessarily say anything, it's because I hear some noise outside my apartment. Like, I keep hearing people opening and closing their doors.
Esto está raro. Muy raro.
It appears that someone had knocked over the ladder inside this room, which was initially standing upright, according to Jonathan. However, if he was the only person inside the factory, then who, or maybe even what, had knocked over the ladder? It isn't until minutes later that Jonathan finds out as to who, or better put, what, had knocked it over. Take a look.
¿Quién era ahí?
Oh.
No te tengo miedo. Uy, hijo de puta. No te tengo miedo. Hijo de puta.
Okay, call your boss, tell him to go fuck himself, and leave.
An object below moves on its own right before Jonathan's eyes. Then, a second object gets thrown off from a flat surface as though someone had hit it with full force. Feeling more spooked than before, Jonathan goes on to state that he feels a certain ambience in the room, a heavy ambience that's making him feel uncomfortable and a little claustrophobic. He then proceeds to check out the floor below him where the objects had fallen.
Las cosas que se cayeron. La loción. Sea lo que sea, no te tengo miedo. Para nada te tengo miedo.
Okay, I mean, like, such narrow spaces like that. Oof.
As always, what are your thoughts on this? Had Jonathan caught something unexplainable on camera? Or had something else been captured?
Also, this place looks like it might be an actual maze to navigate.
When it comes to baby monitors,
Ooh.
those that capture footage of something unexplainable are perhaps the creepiest types of footages. Now, although this next segment isn't a video, but instead a photo that caught something on a baby monitor, it is still, without a doubt, pretty unsettling. Reddit user Lousy Mouse had posted the following image and writes, "My son was napping yesterday, and I looked at the monitor and saw this."
Get this? It does look. Whoa.
On the right side of the screen, there appears to be a faint image of what seems to be a woman who's slightly hunched over. But even more creepy is that it looks as though she's watching over the sleeping child next to her. Naturally, the father was spooked upon seeing this.
Oh, it's a VTech.
Others who've seen the photo were also creeped out and have commented that the baby monitor may have caught an actual person as opposed to an apparition, suggesting that a squatter might be living inside the father's house. Whether an actual person or not, the father hopes that whoever, or whatever this is, doesn't make another appearance, for the photo itself has already creeped him out enough.
I haven't seen today yet Pareidolia, and I don't think this is it either. Like, it doesn't feel like Pareidolia.
This next video shows a security guard working inside a hospital when something unexplainable is caught on camera. Jay Breezy, who's the security guard you see in this footage, has been working at this hospital for quite a while and has never encountered anything like this before. Needless to say, he was left shook when the following incident occurred right before his eyes. It was only after watching the footage caught by the CCTV camera inside the hospital that he came to realize that what had happened that day wasn't him just seeing things. Take a look at this footage and see what you think.
I mean, yeah, working late nights, you would potentially start believing that maybe you're seeing stuff.
Look at I saw that shit. I saw that shit. See, I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I was like, okay, okay. So I looked at the camera. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera.
I don't like
Y'all
you.
see that shit? Y'all saw that shit, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that? Okay.
I don't know how you can tell that
Although very
from the
faint,
gestures.
we can see that Jay is reacting to something that is apparently there. Yet, this wouldn't be the only time that Jay encounters something beyond explanation. On a different occasion, the supposed apparition had made an appearance once again. This time, however, Jay had reacted much differently than before, as he was feeling very uncomfortable.
Sorry, I was
decided to show
wiping
itself
something
again.
on my screen.
See it? See it? It's faint though. I looked at it like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I hesitated, so I just threw something because I didn't know what to do. You know.
That's
But that
one ahead of
time
a
it came
reflex.
from over my head though, for some reason. I don't know. But I was like, you know what?
It appears that whatever had paid a visit to Jay was making him feel very unsettled. Although throwing a book probably did nothing, it seems that
He threw
doing
the
so
book at
didn't
him.
stop it from coming back,
Maybe
given
even
that
2
more
books.
strange occurrences had taken place inside the hospital days after this incident.
Can you remove that?
In a different part of the hospital, something unusual was caught on camera. Take a look.
Look at that. There's no way that could have failed by, like, somebody didn't do that. Something did that by itself. How could a ceiling light fall on its own like that?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely
Now it
strange.
could be that the light cover had fallen off due to not being screwed in properly. However, Jay is adamant that this incident was the result of poltergeist activity and perhaps caused by the ghost he had seen days before. Although it isn't clear as to what might have caused this, other incidents inside the hospital have convinced Jay that something paranormal is happening. A few days after this occurrence, while being on duty, the following happens.
He said duty. Sorry.
Look. There you go. Look at
I'm
that.
refrain from being too childish.
I'm like, oh, shit. I wanted to follow it and feel. See, I'm trying to feel like follow the cold breeze. I saw it going towards the elevator. So I went there. It was actually a cold breeze towards the elevator, then it just stopped. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, okay. Then something touched me. I'm like, what the fuck? Something touched me. I'm still trying to see, like, where is it at? Like, it vanished, so how is it still touching me or something?
I mean, I have had in the past the impression that something had touched me, but
It was this incident
often,
among many
like, I just
others that had Jay totally convinced that something was haunting the
chalk it up
hospital.
to,
And it isn't just Jay who solely
I don't know,
believes
like,
this, but his coworkers as well,
something that
for
isn't
they
really
too
here.
have seen something they couldn't explain. With all this evidence,
I mean, just my
most
body having
viewers
a
can't
weird
help but think
sensation.
that the hospital is being haunted by something. But of course, it's not certain if that's the case. Jay, on the other hand, is sure that it is. So then, with that said, had something paranormal occurred inside this hospital? Or is there an explanation for the seemingly odd occurrence? Feel free to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
I don't know. Good
Until
question.
next.
Oh, yep, scary footage is put on camera, and that's the, like, ring camera, creepy stuff that people have been, I mean, some people have recorded. Okay, looks like after that it goes back to a normal, yep, a normal way to sort videos. I'm actually not going to watch it right away. I want to check a few things before that. But yeah, I was talking during that last clip of me not saying, I mean, I didn't want to say too much weird
The
stuff.
following video.
Yesterday when I was like testing out the mod pack, the Skyrim mod pack, I was actually at one point in VC, I joined the VC with some friends and I started streaming the game to them. And I actually at some point I said some out of pocket shit, that something that I had never said before. One of my friends was like, I would have never put this on my bingo card for this year or even this decade. That you'd ever say something like this. I don't remember the details, but it was like, and I mean, I remember what I said. I'm not going to repeat it. Okay, I wanted to check. So I said that I said a bit earlier that I saw a game, or rather, like I didn't watch it, but someone posted a video, or rather made a stream of a horror game that seemed interesting. I want to check what it is. What's the name of the game? I already forgotten it. Jesus Christ! I saw the name like literally a couple seconds ago, and I already forgot it. Okay, so they streamed the second game of the series, so I want to check like if the first game is the same style. Okay, apparently it might. What the fuck are these screenshots? Oh wait, no, it's one of these. Okay, it's one of these find the anomaly type of games. Except you have to actually move physically through the area. Okay, so I saw someone post a stream of a game called Captured 2, so I decided to check the page for the first game. And apparently it's one of these observation duty type games, but where you move physically through the area. A mix of observation duty and PT. So you move through the area, you have to report any kind of anomaly you see. And it does look like the kind of game that would terrify me. Procedurally generated. Survive encounters with stray monsters. But yeah, it did seem like it could be interesting, so that's why I wanted to check it out. It's quite cheap. It's quite cheap, so I could get it. I don't know. The thing is, like, it seems like it might rely on some jump scares stuff, which I've said before, like it's not the kind of thing I like. Yeah, so the first game was released 2 years ago, and the second game was released a few months ago. But it seems to follow the same premise. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it seems to rely, from what I see on the store page, it seems to have some jump scare stuff, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. I don't know. I could be interested still. Wait, no. Why did I close? Let me check the prices. Yeah, it's better to catch the bundle on sale. Hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that in mind for now. Potentially. And the last thing I wanted to say is, I know the stream has only been going for like almost 3 hours. I usually make it last for 5. The thing is, I've had trouble sleeping last night. The heat is really taking a toll on me and on my energy level. I feel extremely weak because of it, and I don't know. Like I feel too tired to continue streaming for today. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm sorry. I mean, like, admittedly, these this length of stream is what is most usual in on Twitch. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because I'm feeling way too tired and I'm already losing my focus. Like the heat is killing me. I'm gonna try to find a way to cool down that actually works, because placing a frozen bottle of water in front of my fan does not work, apparently. I don't know, I should probably find a piece of cloth to, like, drench in water and then put it in front of the fan. Maybe it will work. I don't remember. The friend that told me about this gave it a specific name, like a swamp fan or something. And I know it kind of works. That, like, having in hot weather, it kind of works to cool down if you have something that makes also things the place humid somehow. Because during last summer, my washing machine still worked, and I would watch when I washed my clothes during hot days, and I hang it out. Like, I would hang it out to dry, like, near places where the sun would hit. My place felt really cool compared to how hot it was. So I might just do something like this, but I'm gonna end the stream right now and try to cool down and maybe rest a bit because I feel tired. And try to ignore the weird noises I keep hearing. Yep. So hopefully in 2 days it will be a bit colder. I might try to do something actually, like to play something for a change. But yes,